Hello, this is Vicki from Grammy Bee's Junk Journal, and thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to do a flip through of a new journal that I just finished up. It is a junk journal, and it's a big one. It's the biggest one that I've ever made. It is about 10 inches by 8 1/4. It has a removable tassel. It has a 2-inch spine that's covered with fabric. I've done a a pamphlet stitch, the 5 stitches, and I've covered with a lot of buttons. And there's lots of lace throughout the entire journal. It is closed with a piece of lace. The front cover, this picture is from a 1930s book. I have used Mod Podge on it, and I mean it's in very good shape, and it lays pretty flat. It looks pretty good. Like I said, it's very vintage. This book is made from chipboard. It's just one layer of chipboard. I have not made a journal this big. Probably if I had to do it again, I would use a double layer because it is so big. There's 3 signatures. I mean, it's pretty heavy. There's lots of room to grow. I wish it was I mean, it's sturdy. It's pretty sturdy, and it's gonna hold a lot. It's just maybe not as stiff as I would like it, but I did, like I said, I covered the spine with some nice fabric, and I used Fabri-Tac for it, so that's glued very snug. Opening it up, I've used some very nice cardstock paper that just has kind of got the vintage vibe. This is another illustration from that 1930s book, and I've taken the illustration out because I wanted to cut those pages down, and I've glued it onto another page from the book because the book pages, the original book pages, like this is one here, it's very heavy. I mean, it's very sturdy, so I wanted to make sure, and it is a children's book. I didn't include all of the pages, but I did include a couple in each of the signatures, and that's very sturdy. So I have added a few of the illustrations just because they are just absolutely gorgeous. I made one of these picture, photo, and journaling cards. I think I have 3 of them in here. In the front and back cover, I have put a handkerchief. I've sewn around it, and then I've glued it onto the cover to make a pocket. And there's lots of different kind of lace throughout, if you'll take notice on that. This is a beautiful vintage flower that was on a long piece of lace that I cut apart. I thought it went really well. And just some cardstock. There's lots of different kinds of book pages throughout. Most of them are vintage, like the early 1900s. This is some wrapping paper that I just thought went well with it. This is just a photography picture, and you can cover these illustrations with other pictures or text any of your journaling. This is from a vintage book. Most of the pages in here are from vintage books that I've taken apart. And this is one side of a card, a note card. I have some ephemera that's clipped throughout that could be used as pockets, tuck spots, what have you. This little vintage girl is from a book that I cut apart, and there's a journaling card in there. This is a cute little book page of some kittens. I don't know the year, but I know it's early 1900s for sure. This is just a photo card that I created. And here's a pocket here that I made from some scrapbook paper. This is from a vintage children's book. Here's a pocket. And I've just clipped this here for you to use throughout the book. This is an early 1900s children's music page. This is another page from the original book, the 1930s, and this would be the part of it as well. This is a page from old and very old encyclopedia children's. The photography pages, and this signature is from that book as well. And then I just made a pocket, and there's a pocket on this side as well. So there's lots of space to add photos or journaling or other glued items that you might, different things that you like to add to scrapbooks. There is 81 pages in here, so front and back you have approximately 162 pages for journaling or photos or whatever you want to do with this. And then this little child, this is a page from that the book that was the beginning page there. This is a very vintage page from a children's nursery rhyme book that I thought just went really cute in this book, and I've added it to a page and some vintage lace in the corners with a little girl sticker that I glued on there. She's got pretty flowers on her dresses, so I thought that went well there. And some more of that wrapping paper. This is a vintage, part of a vintage magazine, children's magazine. Here's another journaling card that I made. Another piece of ephemera. A little stamp here in the corner. And these can be moved throughout the book. And then here's a little charm that I've just added that could be used in the book. And I did not glue this one down, so this little girl can be moved around. This is a greeting card that I've put in here, so photo room or journaling. And then some cards here in this little pocket. This is great space for journaling and photos. And just a piece of ephemera and a journaling card. Children's book. Some more pages from a children's book. And then this is the back. This is just clipped in there that can be moved around. This little hanky on the side, I've sewed the hanky and then I have glued it on here, and then I've made another journaling card just to pop it in here like that. There's lots of lace here, and then on the back it's scrapbook. And there you go. I do have a potential customer that might be interested in this, and if she decides against it, I will be putting it in on my website, which is GrammyBshop.com, I will list that in the description. And if you haven't visited my website, please do. I have tons of journals that I've created, lots of little golden book junk journals, along with some journaling supplies. And also, if this has inspired you at all, if you like this, please hit like and subscribe to help me grow my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.